Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 108, A Challenge for the Controller. One morning, Max and Monty were up to no good. They were racing each other to the quarry, but the finish had been so close that they hadn't known who won. They decided to keep on racing to find out who would win. The other road vehicles, however, were busy working and didn't like it when the two of them came racing in. "It would be nice," said Alfie, "if you two would go race somewhere else. We're trying to work here." But the two dump trucks were so focused on the race that they didn't care who was in their way. They plowed through Madge's flatbed, tipped over Jack's stack of gravel, made Butch swerve and hit Lori, and distracted Byron so that he ran into the foundation. Boulder came tumbling down. After going on a wild rampage, Boulder finally came to rest after running over Terrence and Trevor. But the damage had been done. "Look what you two have done!" cried Jack. "Sir Topham Hatt will not be pleased." And Jack was right. Sir Topham Hatt was most upset. "Racing," he said, "is what race cars do, not dump trucks. You two weren't built for speed or aerodynamics. You two were built to transport goods. If you want to race, go do it somewhere else, but after you clean up this mess." "But what if we don't want to?" asked Max. "You must and you will clean up this mess," he said crossly. "Do I make myself clear?" "Whatever," said Max. "What would he know about speed? His car barely hits 40. "Is that so? Well, I'd have you know that I could beat both of you in a race any day." "Really?" asked Monty. "Then once we've cleaned up, we'll race you, both of us. Be prepared to lose." Sir Topham Hatt might have usually punished them for talking back, but he was so cross that he roared away without saying another word to anyone. Meanwhile, the other vehicles were horrified. "What was he thinking?" cried Madge. "Sir Topham Hatt is going to be beat, and then Max and Monty will never stop talking about it." "I'm not so sure," said Terrence. "Sir Topham Hatt has done some amazing things in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if he can pull off an upset victory." When the dump trucks had finished cleaning up, everybody met in an open field that had yet to be built upon. Terrence and Trevor had plowed a path in which the racers could race in. Bertie, meanwhile, was the Grand Marshal. "Are the racers ready?" he asked. Max and Monty had been at the starting line forever, but Sir Topham Hatt arrived just in time. He pulled up between the two of them in his old car wearing his suit, trousers, and top hat. Nothing seemed different than usual. "Attention everyone," announced Bertie. "Our three racers will race 3 laps around a circular course. The first one to reach the finish line without cutting any corners will be our champion. Our first turn is made up of trees and Trevor and Terrence. If you happen to be racing and hit the trees or Trevor and Terrence, you will be disqualified. The same goes for the opposite end of the course as well. Jack, Thumper, Byron, George, and Alfie have volunteered to be the outside retaining wall. If you hit any of these while racing, you will be disqualified. You will also be disqualified if you go underneath Lori. Any questions?" All of the racers were silent. They were concentrating on what they were going to do. Bulgy pulled up to give the command. "Racers," he said, "on your mark. Get set. Go!" Everybody was off in a heap of smoke. Max and Monty pulled ahead early, but Sir Topham Hatt's car had poor acceleration, so it took a while for him to catch up. However, Max and Monty were already making a plan. "He can't finish the race if his car is wrecked," said Max. "So," said Monty, "we need to take him out so that one of us can win." "Okay," said Max, "but when he catches up, sandwich him. His car will break down if it's under too much pressure." Sir Topham Hatt was catching up quick. He decided to go up the middle of them. "Now!" cried Max. But Sir Topham Hatt was expecting something. Right before he made contact with both of them, he slammed on his brake. Instead of hitting him, the two dump trucks smashed into each other. As Sir Topham Hatt and Monty raced away, Max spun out of control. "Ah!" he yelled. He tipped over and was stuck. Monty, cried Max, get back here. I have a race to win. Sorry, said Monty, but I have to keep Sir Topham Hatt at bay for now. The two of them raced around to complete the first lap. Sir Topham Hatt drew ahead and led the first lap. Everybody was going crazy. But when he had braked hard, Sir Topham Hatt had damaged his motor. The car wouldn't reach its normal top speed. He knew that if he wanted to win, he would have to drive a conservative race. By the time Sir Topham Hatt reached the turn where Max had wrecked, Monty had finally caught up. He drove so low, however, that he lost control and spun up and hit Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt then crashed into Max. Max rolled over and landed right side up, but he had no idea where Sir Topham Hatt was. Oh well, said Max, I have a race to win. Never mind that, but as he sped off, he didn't know something very important. Sir Topham Hatt had flipped upside down and was now sitting in the back of Max. Monty soon realized what had happened, so he chased after Max to tell him the news. Monty pulled up beside Max. Max, cried Monty, you have to slow down. No, said Max, you just want to win the race, and I won't be fooled by your tricks. No, it's not that. And Monty explained what had happened. If you win the race, he continued, Sir Topham Hatt will come in second. You have to stop. All right, fine, said Max. Max braked, but he was going so fast that when he stopped, Sir Topham Hatt flew out. He was very aware of what had happened and soon sped off. After him, cried Max, and he and Monty sped off.